Hello and welcome back. In the previous video, we have discussed the basic concepts of sampling. In this video, we will discuss the meaning of sampling design and various types of probability sampling design, which is also called random sampling. Let's first define what is sampling design. Sampling design refers to the process of selecting samples from a population. There are two types of sampling designs basically: probability sampling design and non-probability sampling design. In a probability sampling design, each and every element of the population has a known chance of being selected in the sample. Let's consider a scenario. Assume that you are engaged to conduct an employee engagement survey in a multinational company. Due to certain constraints, you have decided to go by samples instead of census. Here, you can follow the principle of randomness to identify samples to avoid sampling bias. Probability sampling can be divided into simple random sampling or complex random sampling based on the procedure followed in the process. Simple random sampling is a special case of probability sampling design where every element of the population has both known and equal chance of being selected in the sample. Sample units can be identified using any one of the three methods: using lottery method, using random table method, using the database of your computer packages like Excel and SPSS. There are 5 types of complex random sampling. We will discuss them briefly here. First one is systematic sampling. In this design, the entire population is arranged in a particular order. Sampling interval is obtained by dividing the sampling frame with the sample size. Then one item will be selected from the first sampling frame blindfolded, and procedure will continue with a definite interval till the required number of samples are obtained. The next type is stratified random sampling. Under this method, the entire population or universe is divided into strata or groups which are mutually exclusive and collectively exhaustive. The elements are selected using a sample random sampling independently from each group. Third one is cluster sampling. In cluster sampling, the population is divided into a number of small homogeneous subdivisions. Then some of these clusters are randomly selected as sample. The difference between stratified sampling and cluster sampling is that in stratified sampling, a random sample is drawn from each of the strata, whereas in cluster sampling, only the selected clusters are studied. The next type is area sampling. In area sampling, a large area is divided into smaller parts and then samples are selected randomly. It's a cluster sampling based on geographic area. The fifth type is multi-stage sampling. In multi-stage sampling, the entire universe is very large and the sampling is done at various stages. For example, in a pan-India study, sampling can be done in various levels like states, districts, talukas, panchayats and wards. Now let's recap what we have covered in this video. We discussed simple random sampling design. We also discussed various types of complex random sampling designs in this video.